came to our state. As you may be aware that our state, Nagaland, is perhaps the only state which was formed or created out of a political agreement. And after the statehood and before the statehood, after the statehood, there was no peace in our land. But by the grace of God and with the support of everyone, there is a peace in our state. We are enjoying the fruits of peace for the last more than 15 years. And we feel that this is the right time to invest in the state of Nagaland. And you may be aware that the Northeast region, or I call it United States of Northeast region, this is a blessed land. In fact, there is no scope of large and medium-scale industries. The only hope is agro-based industries. And, for your kind information, about 70 to 75% of our population lives in the rural areas, engaged in agri and allied activities. And the landholding system is quite peculiar in our state. You may be amazed to see that our government, we own only hardly 6% of the total forest in our state, and the remaining lies with the community, with an individual, and with the clan of the community. And out of, about 73% of the cultivation is the traditional zoom and shifting cultivation. And the remaining 26 to 27 are engaged in settled agriculture. And you may be wondering, but the same thing I've stated during the National Conference, Agriculture Minister Conference at Bangalore. It was about a month back. I have stated also that the system of the cultivation in our state is quite unique and quite different. Every 2 years we shift to a new location, and the system of cultivation in our state is perhaps not adequately included in any curriculum of any university in our country nor in the world. And all my respected officers, directors, and my scientist group who are here will also admit that most of the syllabus that they have studied is less relevant with that of the traditional system that we normally practice in our state. And may I also bring to your kind notice that we cannot stop this zoom and shifting cultivation, but it is of late found that it is not, found to be economically viable nor ecologically sustainable. Because of the increase of the population, the cycle of the zoom has been reduced to a great extent. And with the active initiative of the government and the forest department, many communities, they have come forward for the community reserve, we call it CC, and because of that, again, it has also reduced the cycle of the zoom in some villages or community, and that is a concern. And again, the big concern that we have is, for the last few years, Nagaland is the highest decline in forests in India, to the tune of about 235 square kilometers. So that is also a concern for all of us. And you know, for COVID, it was like, what do you call it, blessing in disguise for us. Personally, we were all involved, but I was fully tied up with the wheels of COVID-related activities brought in force in second wave. And during the period of COVID, there was a huge crisis of food and vegetables. And the state and also the farming community and all of us, we have realized that we should give importance to the farming community. And during the time, Agri and Allied, as you may know, that the APC, as per the rules of executive business of our state, APC is to coordinate with about 10 departments and 4 missions. So we have had a lot of discussion during the period post-COVID pandemic, and we decided that all our activities should come together. Agri cannot do alone, horticulture cannot do alone, forest cannot do alone, fishery, animal husbandry, water resources, cooperation, LRD, land resources, sericulture. You know, we cannot fight alone. We need to fight together, and we have to create an impact. And I always used to state that we should fight as we should work as we, not I. I bring illness, we for wellness of our people. That was our theme, and we have had a lot of discussion. So at the end of the day, we told that, you know, we need to do something differently. We have been doing so many different things, why not let us do something differently? And we have also brought to the kind notice of the union government. Most of the policies and programs that is designed in Krishi Bhawan or in Delhi, that they visualize the policy on the basis of the system that is practiced in and around Rajasthan, Gujarat, UP, you know, Haryana, Punjab, so on and so forth, and which is not viable, feasible to our state. And we keep on requesting them, why not take time out and come all the way to our United States of Northeast India, spend time with us, go with us and visit the farming community, go across the mountain, rivers, valleys, and plan out the policies and program for our people. You know, so that was our vision, and we keep requesting them. So at the end of the day, we decided, no, we need to improve the system of our cultivation. The sustainability through June cultivation alone is not going to give any benefit to our people, nor economically or ecologically. So we decided that why not let us adopt one model called Naga Model Integrated Civil Farm. And let me bring to your kind notice, virtually also we have had a lot of discussion. So we said that we talk about food security, but food security is possible when there is an availability of water. And until unless water is there, doubling the crop is not possible. We will fail to fulfill the burning desire of our Honorable Prime Minister. So we said that, okay, let us try to go and find out the availability of water, whether in the Jom area or even otherwise. Try to have creation of water. Then when water is created, then agriculture activities will take place. The fishery department will come that, shall we use this water for our fishery? The livestock can be started nearby. The agriculture activities, the horticulture activities, the plantation crops, you know, the feed mill, the pack house, you know, then we need to develop the land, we need to connect even if production is increased also, when there is no road connectivity, we cannot bring to the market. So that should turn into a kind of business enterprises where all the activities are taking place so that the June cultivation will reduce to a great extent and we can able to increase ecological services, which we can able to give free of cost to the other people. So that's how we started, and we said that, okay, let's go and find out. And we have identified one. It was a settled agriculture, but just to improve it a bit, we started a model, which we will be visiting day after tomorrow. And last year, it was a drought year. From January till July, there was no rain. A very, very, the rain was so little that the production has reduced to the tune of 70%. And MHA also declared our state as a drought state. But yet, that Bukit when we created waters, they have not affected. Rather, the production was even better. So we said that, no, I think we need to look this kind of a model. So this is one area. And that's how in the VC also we have stated that we are looking at, we are looking at an area where we would like to target more on the area where they destroy the forest. Like we are looking at, first priority is 80% to 100% Jum area. The second is 50 to 80. And the third category is 50 and below. And what we are going to do is, the land holding system is quite different. So the team will go and, identify the areas, and we'll have a discussion with the community, and we will not stop them doing the job, but along with the job, when the aspect is okay, the forest department and we will have to plan and give the plantation crops. And on first year, second year, and the third year, coffee supplement from the LRD will have to be given. For your kind information, we revived. In fact, when I was a commissioner secretary, I spent about 12 years in finance as a joint secretary, additional and secretary finance, and took over land resources in 2016. And we said that the coffee which was felt way back in late 80s, let us revive it. And I want to thank God and thank the media friends who are here. They have been all along with us from the day one. And we jointly claim that our coffee is the best in the world. And indeed it is the best now. And I signed an MOU with the South African firm way back in June 27, 2017 for 30 years, and with a hope to cover 50,000 hectares. And so far we have covered 10,000 hectares, and there is a huge demand. Coffee is a shade-loving trees. So we are targeting along with the job, the coffee will be planted, non-timber trees like bioresources, medicinal plants, fruit trees, and others, where they can able to have the sustainability. For your kind information, this is also the state where we get the sweetest pineapple in the world, the juices in the Mizepima area and throughout, the sweetest and the juices, softest cucumber from Aliba, Chungtia, VK, and that area, the hottest chili in the world, the best aromatic, banana. I've been to Israel and I've tested. I said, what is this? Your banana is like eating a cotton, I said, come to Waka and see the banana of ours. Yeah, so everything we get best here. So we would like to encourage along with the job. At a time also, both settle, so that when these two activities targeted, then the farming community will be able to enhance the sustainability. For your kind information, I have, as a finance person, I do a lot of analysis. And when I went to a Jom field and ascertained with the income of a Jom, in one Jom field, the husband and the wife is investing about 225 days in a year out of 365 days. So At the end of the day, after investing so much, the earning is, the harvest is 100 tin of paddy, and one paddy tin costs about 150 maximum, which means throughout the year, the husband and wife is getting about 15,000 plus vegetables, other value additional, hardly 5,000 more. So 20,000 after investing 450 days. If you do a little bit of arithmetic, 20,000 divided by 450 days, they get about 35 rupees in a day. Minus 2 meals in a day, they get nothing. Yet, they struggle and destroy the forest. So our intention is, when they settle in a settled agriculture, when they go along with the jhum cultivation, along with the trees, and coffee is there, bio-resources, and other fruit trees is there, they will not have time to take their dhows and go to the jungle and cut it, because these will be all non-timber trees. And the forest can be preserved far away, where they will have a second thought to go on foot and cut the forest. So this is how we are looking at the total holistic and ecosystem should be maintained. And we are also of the view that this should be able to cover, I think we have about maybe 1,300 about villages in our state. We are of the view that to target at least minimum 25% of about 350 to 400 villages, targeting about 1 lakh farming community, so that once the lifestyle is increased, the ecologically is improved, we are a resource concerned state. We cannot able to give any money, resources in the form of money to our other parts of this state, but in return we'll give the best gift, that is ecological services to our nation. That's how we are looking at. And I think I will cut short. And, I'm always busy and used to attend a lot of meetings and seminars and all, but let me admit, and I confess that this evening is the most important for me. Why? After 59 years of state rule, this is going to be the first project of World Bank for agrarian land. And I also remember my late Sertam Jintwai. It was during the time of COVID. I keep telling that sun rises from the east, but Corona rises from the west. And I was asked to be at Dimapur as an overall in charge. And when I was fighting with the COVID, and after coming back, we had a meeting in September in Kikheto. Let us do something. I want to thank Sinti, I want to thank Angorongo, Roland, and can you take trouble and show your face to the crowd, Sinti, please. A great lady from Naita. And Roland, yeah. And Ango from Forest, yes. And where is Kekyo? A great man, yeah. So, and a team, of course, Rambin is retired, and we had few meetings. But our main intention was how to fight with the COVID. Our greatest enemy in the world was, that time, it was no other than COVID. So, we could not able to go ahead. And I would like to thank all the people who were involved. But after the second wave, we said that let's do something. And I want to thank all of you. And a record time of the actual discussion and with the deal, with Naga model, when I was speaking in some of the function, Nitayok was convinced. All, donor, every one of them were convinced. And within a record time of less than, the actual, if you minus COVID, both first and second wave, it has not even taken 7 to 8 months for us to clear this project. So Chief Secretary has stated in our HOD, our hotel, the record time of less than 7 months we could able to approve it to the tune of 647 word of project. Of course, DPR is yet to be built. I'm sorry if I'm encroaching your area, but this is what is our request. In the ratio of 80% World Bank and 20% state, World Bank is going to be about 517 and 130 from the state contribution. And why this is important is after 59 years of statehood, so far World Bank, we could able to avail only 2 which is completed. Let me bring to your kind notice, way back in 2006-07, it was a technical education, third education, upgradation of Polytechnic with a project of just 45.56 crores and with a revise of 77, say 78 crores, which is completed. And the second one was the Vocational Training Institute, that is employment, 2009-10, with a cost of about 3.50 crores, And the ongoing is the Nagaland Health project, which is about 360, and it is going on. And the second is the Nagaland Education Project Lighthouse, that is Nectar, with about 612. Just a measure. Maybe we cannot blame the external aid, but it was the darkest period of our state. As I stated, there was nothing but our people were always in a conflict, and we could not able to avail much, but now is the time for everyone to invest in Nagaland, and that's how even the recent concluded CSR conclave also, more than 200 captains of the industries and the banks were here in Nagaland about a week back. So this is, so this is what we would like to request is, we are in hurry. The last VC, we had a VC with you. Whether you like our project, you said yes. Whether you like us, yes. So I said, we also like you. Come as early as possible. We want the marriage should take place between us. You still remember. So that was our request, and that is still our request. And we want to take the marriage ceremony should be done as early as possible. And we want to pass on the information to everyone. The media friends is here. They will tell to our farming community about 14 lakhs who are in rural areas out of 20 lakhs, more than 14 lakhs. We would like to convey that there is a good news to our state for the farming community and to all Agri and Allied Department after 59 years of statehood. There is going to be a project called Element, which will enhance not only ecologically, but also economically, which will be sustainable and which is going to improve and create employment opportunity. What we are looking at is, we are looking at ecologically, if this coffee could be covered to the tune of 50,000 hectares, we are looking at to provide 1 lakh employment opportunity to our young entrepreneurs, because 1 hectare will give 2 employment opportunity. We are going to have a sustainable, we would like to give our best of the best fruits and vegetables, not only within the state, but we would like to give out to the other parts of the states. Our road is going to be improved, the railway connection is going to reach Kohima capital, and many good things are going to happen. So we would like to tell you and to all the people that once Nagas were headhunters, but now we are hunting for peace and development of our state, of our region, and of our nation. And this is also very important because the year Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, well, our country is celebrating 75 glorious years of independence. The World Bank has approved without much delay a record time of less than 7 months, and we want to make it something different, okay, and to shine not only for state, not only for Agri and Allied, and for those Agri and Allied department. Tomorrow there will be a meeting in the afternoon. You can come and share your views, you can interact with the World Bank, with us, because everyone is going to be included. Agriculture is there, yes, mother of all departments. Horticulture will be there, fishery will be there, water resources will be there, veterinary will be there, your forest is already there, RD will be there, there's so many activities, because coming together we can able to achieve. So with this, I know I have taken a lot of time, but since it is a keynote and we want to let the people know why we are interested, and as for me also, after 34 years in service as a humble government servant, this is going to be very interesting. I may not continue as APC, I may retire after 4 years, but we want to see that this is change, this brings change, and we have a few more EAP, but let this EAP be not like that of a different, but differently. And we seek the cooperation of every one of you. Thank you very much.